Mamu na kwaba at the Bankasa TV for Danis Miracles Aboagye atenase at the Insemba betudreti for yasem ketwa na nsensem na okano ano edin papa yi na anyasem ketwa no cheche mu back then ebra na sesness na nadodan kokufado ewa bem nsensem a na NDC party ekebu na nadodan kokufado hufi osanso ka esi so se nema na Sam George Sam okujeto ablakwa ne samijemfumu ekika na atifo egu na nadodan kokufado hufi no se hwe current times nema ekoso atifo esewani na suno esese wo katre ne tifo nche bia na ye Joseph Yamin eba bontin edebeto wiasenti no eba ne se na excellency John Dramani Mahama stop anas ofobede Galamsey ebreku atifo NDC party so kuma inama mdi hiya mdi campaigns na during the December 7 general elections ni na Galamsey money no mdi sana mani na iteba ne saying na excellency John Dramani Mahama effort bedom etifo sasa semo na Danis Miracles Aboagye bobom de sanso di tudu asset ohwe Ghana memu hapa sabe mpedua so say excellency John Dramani Mahama and the most biggest enabler of Galamsey money native for somebody to your dear as when you assess our culture. Now, could I just send some bram the Muina as
saddest thing anybody would have done to Nana Akufo-Addo is how the NDC made him look bad in the fight against Galamsey, and yet nobody is on record to have fought Galamsey harder, stronger than Akufo-Addo. At least, if not for anything at all, the resource is there to prove that he made
recently Suleiman Brahma said it. Recently, Suleiman Brahma of the Media Foundation for West Africa said it.
A lot more people are going to say it. Now, when all these things were going on, I made a point. And I have always been consistent. And that's why now I am able to speak and nobody can challenge me as to why I'm speaking. Because I spoke in opposition. My videos are there. I spoke against Galamsey. I spoke against anybody that was involved in Galamsey. And I said that the Galamsey menace is like the drug situation in the Colombians and what have you. You cannot win it with just one group of persons. We must all work together. The NDC disagreed. They thought that no.
What annoys me the most is those who say let's come and sign a pact. A pact for what? Galamsey is a problem. There is a president. There is a government. Fix it. Now you're asking the opposition to come and fix it. Does the opposition issue licenses? Does the opposition issue licenses that we should come and fix it? The people issuing licenses, are they not appointees of the president? Is it not the government issuing a license? Now you want to make it a collective problem? It is not a collective problem. It is your problem. You have created this mess.
Stop Galamsey now! President Akufo-Addo, stop Galamsey now! We will continue this fight and we will continue this struggle until our water bodies are...
That's interesting.
So you see, if Galamsey is festering after you are in office, and Sam George says it's either you are wicked, it's wickedness, or it's foolishness. If Akufo-Addo was wickedness, then this is clear foolishness. Why do we still have Galamsey? Why is it still there? Is Akufo-Addo not out of office? According to Sami Jemfi, it is Akufo-Addo and the MPP people who are doing Galamsey. And that once they are voted out of office, Galamsey will cease.
Felix says it here. If you want a proper Galamsey fight, throw Baumia and MPP out of on December 7th. The only reason why it persists is that major figures in MPP and government are actively involved in it, and as we have heard from Professor Frimpong Boateng say on tape, it is a major source of financing for the MPP. But yes, Frimpong Boateng did say that.
So the Attorney General has referred the national organizer of the NDC and the first vice chairman of the NDC for investigation alleged involvement in Galamsey. So Felix and his people were involved in Galamsey. Is that the case?
Felix is not part of it.
But why? I'm saying that Felix and his people, when he was mentioning...
you mean because he says Frimpong Boateng?
I am saying that if Frimpong Boateng's words
or the documents
are anything for Felix,
yeah,
then the Attorney General has referred his party's vice chairman and his party's organizer for investigation for involvement in Galamsey.
National officers.
Does it mean that Felix and his government functionaries in 9 months are the ones responsible for destroying our water bodies? Because remember, the MPP are out of office. And according to Felix, once the MPP are voted out of office, the Galamsey will stop. Guess what? The Galamsey has tripled in the past 9 months.
And the Attorney General thinks that the national organizer has questions.
Then if you listen to Sami Jemfi and you listen to Sam George and you listen to the president said that he hears people say that we should come and know it's the mandate of the government. They should go and do it. It has nothing to do with the opposition. Today, whose mandate is it? Is it not the mandate of the president? Is it the president who is involved in Galamsey? I don't think that John Mahama, His Excellency, is in a mining pit mining. I don't think even if he needs money, it will be money from the mining pit. But I think he's enabling them because he's consuming their money. John Mahama is more interested in the profits from Galamsey than worry about the environment because he's buying gold from them. See, go to TikTok. There's a TikTok account, Galamsey TV. They have over 600 followers. They have videos with 3 million, 4 million views. The Galamseyers have cameras on themselves protesting against the government for buying their gold at 8,000 instead of 12,000.
Yes, I heard that.
So you are an enabler. Why are you buying gold from the criminals? Why? If you are buying,
he said that those monies would have gone abroad.
Perfect.
Of the 6 billion, 4 billion would have gone abroad.
So my point is made.
But when the gold is bought, where does the money go? Where does the gold go? It becomes government of Ghana property.
Yes, but that's the money. That's the money they are now
exporting.
Yes. So we are exporting crime. That's what we are doing. We are exporting process of crime.
So how does the government buy it? Remember that somebody mines Galamsey from river bodies and brings it to government.
No, you know the government, the gold board has given licenses to like middlemen, like
to buy for
license buyers. So they go to the villages. You see, when you go to the Galamsey site, in a day nobody's really getting like a pound, like a big one. They call it blade. Blade, like that's like small sizes. So they do like aggregation. Then they will get one sizable size. Then they will sell it to the government license buyer.
Because that's the only legal way to sell.
Yes. One would have thought that the gold board rather would help deal with this. Because if you are holding the gold and you cannot sell to any other person than gold board, then if it is illegal, you cannot sell it.
Yeah.
So it would discourage you. Yeah. But now they are rather buying from them. And I thought that
the president don't ask where the gold is coming.
I thought the president would even deny it. I was shocked to the bone.
What did he say?
When the president didn't deny it. And he said that, well, out of the 6 billion that they've exported, about 4 billion of it, if not the fact that they are buying anyway, it would have gone to private pockets. So basically, the president is telling us that out of the $6 billion gold they've exported, 4 billion is illegal mining. That's a very serious 75%. We are in trouble. Paul, we are in big trouble. We are in serious trouble if this is the mindset and the thinking of the president. But guess what? Sam George says that the man who is paid to be president has the ultimate power to end this in a week if he wants. He is commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces for Christ's sake. This is a cabinet minister. He's part of the decision-making when it comes to what needs to be done around every issue in the country. He was in cabinet when the government took a decision to withdraw all the security forces from the mining areas. You know they've been withdrawn, the task force.
Yeah, apparently Akufo-Addo withdrew too.
He was in government.
Yeah, he was, yes.
He was in government. Now you have the presidential staffer, which says that no nation deserves to be governed by a political party like the MPP. How can you gang rape and subject your own country to such Galamsey activities? I dare say that if truly Nanado sat in a law class, he will never behave this way. Shameful. I think Beatrice should bow her head down in shame that for such a serious national crisis, they took political advantage of it. This government, this NDC government, they should bow their heads in shame for milking this serious Galamsey matter to their political advantage. Sami Jemfi is here. He said if the MPP could not fight Galamsey in 2,805 days, that is since January 7, 2017. With Operation Vanguard, Galam Stop, they can certainly not fight Galamsey in 86 days, whether or not a state of emergency is declared. Remember that this is a government that used 2 years to clean up our water bodies, Akufo-Addo's government. And they cleaned up a water bodies that they, the NDC, had muddied from 2010. 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 7 years, they destroyed our water bodies. It took Akufo-Addo 20 months to clean the same water bodies. And here he is, lying, spinning.